Sam, you have a pretzel. Penny, no. Sam.
Exports to the US, by contrast, actually grew a little, rising 1% or $4 billion US dollars. In July, according to numbers just announced, China's surplus with the US grew still further. And over the first 7 months of the year, China's total surplus.
What do you think of when you hear the word war? Is it this? Or maybe this? Well, there's a different type of war you may have heard a lot about recently.
Trade war worries igniting.
Is the trade war back on?
Trade war.
Trade war, full-blown trade war.
Trade war. We have different kinds of wars like Cold War, military wars, etc. But there's much bigger thing than this, that is a trade war. So, trade war is something which we are indulged in our daily lives, and something which we are indulged in our daily lives, and it affects the food we eat and the trade we travel, and also the gadgets we use. The trade war happens between the two countries when one country tries to retaliate its tax, importing tax over the other country. So to give the more information about the trade war between the two countries to be given by Mr. GNANESHWARI, since reporter JUNAID.
Yeah, thank you, JUNAID.
If the world relies so much on trade, what is a trade war? And why do countries get caught up in them in the first place?
Hello, Rakesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What we are hearing from last 2 days is there is a large potential trade war between the largest economies. So these largest economies, they are affecting the small developing countries with their domestic market. So what if these policy makers in these small developing countries have to act like a proactive and should concentrate on their developing of the.
Get this topic in different way. We can explain it by game of thoughts. We can relate the two countries by the game of thrones concept, that is Lannisters and Tylers. So one country has to make its goods own work, so that it has introduced the concept called tariff to the Tyler, which is a smaller country which can't offer, people who can't offer the goods by their own. So they have increased this concept, and it has a huge effect on it. So in order to explain it, I will pass it to the reporter KARTHIK. What do you say, KARTHIK?
I have one point. Due to introduction of tariff, two countries are economically declaring the war, which its affects on both the countries, which brings pain of goods while purchasing and selling the goods due to multiple countries shows their power and domination level in trade wars.
Thank you, KARTHIK. Now I will go to live reporting from NAVEENAN from Malaysia. Can you hear me, NAVEENAN?
Yes. So this is how the trade war is starting. Like, this place is a very good place for a food country, but now it's like everyone are not even tasting the food. It's because of the big domination done by India. Since the participation of Malaysia to Pakistan, it has highly affected the Malaysian country for that production of oil. What India did was it completely abolished taking oil from Malaysia, which was the greatest content, like 2.4% of the oil content, and then 4.5% of all the export which is done by Malaysian were completely blocked by India. India is taking maximum export from the other countries apart from India, which is a great disaster for Malaysian countries. And right now I'm like reporting from Malaysia. You can see like people are suffering from all the effects are done by the Indian. So I would like to say that this trade war is not healthy. This is signing off from Naveen.
Thank you, Naveenan. Now I would like to connect. Shruti?
Hello?
I can hear me.
Okay, this is from Beta. Your observation is that there's a deep undercurrent to the technology of China because the US is actually afraid of the rising technology of China. As we know that China is the largest producer of alloy. From the past few days, it's not been able to export alloy products to US because of the high tariff charge. So China is actually asking the US to reduce the tariff prices. So let's see in a few days, will China be able to overcome the situation? So this is Shruti signing off. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Shruti. And here is a signing off from GNANESHWARI and reporter KARTHIK. Thank you.
So this was from KNB channel. I would like to thank all the reporters in the group, Janeshwari, CEO, Staff Industry, Junaid, Executive Manager, SoftBank, Beijing, Karthik, Founder and Director, Next Innovation. In April, Trump made a list of 1,000 Chinese exports, things like aircraft parts, TV and medicine business, and planned to pay tariff on Chinese goods so that to punish Beijing for arresting American investment in China and for stealing American intellectual property. The next day, China struck back with its own list of exports to apply tariff on American products. In China now is ready for an export to America. The whole situation is starting to look like a trade war. So countries agree and disagree on trade practices all the time. There is a unique approach to Trump. It is unpredictable, wild threats to play by the rules. Thus, we can say that trade war is beneficial for India. Thank you.
Yeah, let's connect to Rakesh. Hello, Rakesh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Janeshwari, I can hear you. What we are hearing from last few days is there is a large potential trade war between the largest economies. So these largest economies, they are impacting the small developing countries with their domestic market. So what if these policy makers in these small developing countries have to act like a proactive developing of the to maintain the good relationship between the other countries. If this trade war continues, there should be not between these countries. There should be always a loss of their commodities. Thank you. This is signing off from Rakesh with the cameraman NAVEENAN.